She wonders if the rumors she's heard about you finding the Ark are true. Thinks that's impossible, of course, but she also knows you regularly. The Ark seems like the only way to escape this world now that it's officially doomed. Loves that you did your best to help the world rather than hurt it. You could have used much more of that, even before you returned. Any idea who might be joining you on your Arky journeys?
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open on the Ark should you want to offer it as a gesture of appreciation.
Why? You don't need anyone else but yourself.
If you want to go quickly, go alone.
But you know you can't go on with...
Feels deeply honored that you'd want her to come with you. An Ark is no ganote, but she can't pass this up. She's coming aboard. Noko knows she's known for saying things over again. Each new day means new chances. Out of Date says they'll be... The last World Eater has been left undisturbed with the tree while you focused on the war. He thought someone with your light perspective and key would have had different priorities. Out of Date understands the road has been rough, but you already know what's left to end this journey, and it'll be tough. You're the only one that's strong. The future depends on someone with a light perspective to give. Only time will tell what the future holds, and if it will bring a lasting peace for those that make it to the end. Out of Date says the word about what you've done so far is spreading. The tribes haven't lost hope yet. He appreciates what you've done. He's unsure about your He says he'll point you in the right direction, but... That doesn't sound good. Out of Date's hunch is real. The Merc Puff is up next. Out of Date says that Wiz is worried now that the Northwest World Eater is stepping up its activity. He explains that Wiz is working on an undersurf vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it. Out of Date's As long as karma exists, the world changes, and we change with it. A gutway is a disgusting place, and Toxanol only made it worse. That's a nasty moto mess there. Maybe too gross for anyone else to plunder it. Watch your balance. That there is a fuel foundry where Toxanol processed go juice. This is a radioactive zone. It's not healthy to go too far in without protection. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest. Let's get that mount moving while the getting is good. Let's see. The Surge Surf Factory. Keep your eye out for Wiz while you're here. Let's see. Probably a lot of things buried out here. Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Wiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try his octopod? Wiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad to see that light hasn't faded from you. But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go. He set up camp at the foot of the Tree of Life. It's gotten more... Wiz says our memory keeps things for us, preserves them until we are ready. He knows you've returned to face... He's not surprised that the loss of your family could plunge you into the depths forever. He knows that though the tides of... He feels you've deserved revenge because of how you were wronged. You've suffered enough to make him pay.
Kick them in the dark. That's the way.
The light's still here for you when you're ready.
Ha! Don't look back at that, loser.
Hey, that's not fair.
Well, the only people who whine about fairness are the ones that aren't winning.
Asks if you ever think about sad that the world is close to death. Wonders if he might be able to hold out a bit longer in an octopod. Impressed that you fought so hard to keep the world spinning. Fascinated you wound up working with the Jagni. He thinks of them not as makers, but takers. Just wish, but that's not nearly as important. Wiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths. He found it stranded on a shore nearby and it's a glory shiny day out here. At various stages of life, we all become memories for others, and just seeing someone acts as a catalyst for the past to seep in again. Memory distortions are troubling. Illusions your mind creates to avoid the memories of being bullied as a kidling. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. You weren't supposed to know how to start the automaton pew-pew pang, but clearly you figured that out way back then. An old home could be something to it. That's the hot hut. Wonder if there's anything still inside. This thing has a mind of its own. Found a bric-brac that's not absolutely flat. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here. All fired up. Hey, nice shot. Needs a key. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Better get a move on if you want to change things. That'll come in handy. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's too much distress. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too. He believed that... Well, he means slick, as in greasy, so you can lube the hinges of the lid. He can't... He says that... He knows his old friend Choo-Choo always keeps his grease sprinkler... He stresses that you should... Try not to get turned around in the dark. You've reached the end of the line. Bet you can find Choo-Choo here. Let's see. You need to swivel the globus's bearings. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Choo-Choo knew you would make it to him once. Wonders who doesn't like rules or rails. Says you followed the rails to where you need to be. You seem like you're on the right track already. He just hopes you don't get sidetracked onto a darker path. Wants to. Thinks everyone has. No one's perfect every time. Feels like the world's on a runaway. Can't thank you enough for hitting the. Thinks you shouldn't work with the Jagni. They won. They did an awful job of it. Took forever to get those bolts out. But let's not get. Says he's surprised to see anyone this. As you can see, he didn't plan to make a stop here, but now that he had to, he's really happy to see you. He says his name. He's been off track since the world started dying. Figures that's true, but they can get you close enough to most things for most reasons. You can stumble along from there. He's convinced the tracks are like the paths are. This time, wingnuts are easy to find, as they're fitted on any info. Says he knew you would, like he knows. Looks like the control box handles need to be wheeled to buzz the wire. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Wired up and ready to go. Looks cute. Don't let it wander. Point it. The Wingnut Chug Tunnel. It goes on forever. There's a serenity about this spot. It's... Time to get a move on before all your chances slip on by. Cutting edge. Handy. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Choo-Choo says he knew you'd come through. If someone makes a stop at your station, it's for a good reason, but he understands. He keeps it safe in a box on the handcart, in case of emergency. Yes. It's a verse. He's convinced you'll put it to good use, as there are lots of stuckies out there that need greasing to open. Says he...
Oh, the light just... It hurts your eyes, am I right?
Life in the shade is...
It's the perf...
So you're a...
Look, I'm great at...
Choo-Choo says he can't wait to get out of this place. Says you're welcome. You shouldn't worry about smashing up the box. Choo-Choo has no use for it now. Choo-choo. He's convinced there was a bigger reason you met. Sometimes the wrong train will take you. He believes you've got what it takes to make a difference. He's figures everyone chooses their own. Choo-choo's thrilled you found the Ark. Just imagine how much faster than a chug that thing must be. Needs no rails. Wonder.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help your next. There's a seat open.
Why?
If you want.
But you know.
After Choo-choo says he's ready to pack up and leave. Has split. It's all about destiny. Yours, mine, the entire world's. Wiz says that there's no plan to confront the Merkpuff until the... He's happy to tell you that the cannon he's been working on now just... He says his old... There's a rumor that some of Boom's pyro sticks shot off and... You should... Boom has named the place Puff Duff Bluff.